Does Mommy Longlegs have teeth? When presented with Mommy's/Marie's Vanquish animation, many of you have probably noticed two blunt white stumps just under her top jaw. Our first impression is that these are teeth, but upon closer inspection, we see that these are most likely her eyes. Perhaps her eyes bulge so greatly, they squeeze out behind her sockets. By the looks of it, there's no way the developers couldn't have intentionally left it this way. Her eyes would seem quite vulnerable being that exposed. But this reminded me of an amazing fact I had learned in the past, regarding frogs. Specifically the way they swallow. To aid them in swallowing their prey, frogs use, you guessed it, their eyes. When frogs close their eyes, they push down into their sockets, pushing the food down the throat in the process. In Mommy's case, her eyes appear to remain where they are. We aren't sure how much muscle tissue, or whatever substitute for muscle tissue, Mommy has in her slender neck. She doesn't even have a tongue, which raises the question as to how she is able to pronunciate. There's so much that has yet to be answered regarding poor Miss Payne. Anywho, it's worth mentioning that due to her design, her eyes don't extend past her face, unlike Huggy or Poppy. Thus, they may take the largest amount of space within her head. The innovationists hadn't needed to worry about this, being that her jaws would have to open to a considerable extent in order to reveal this aspect. To conclude, perhaps Mommy Longlegs' eyes naturally extend through the roof of her mouth, or they bulge out to aid her when she's preparing to tear you apart, and eat your insides while you're still alive. Feel free to share these thoughts with your theorist friends, Super Horror Bro Mike, ItsjustJord, Choricho, OmniPie, Trick Theory, etc. I also recommend taking a look at SmileBam's video, Mommy Longlegs Repair, as it provides neat ideas as to her internal composition.